So Dan, have you had any happy moments lately?
I have had some happy moments lately. As a matter of fact, a couple months ago, I was in Detroit to see a Red Wings game, so I'd say that was definitely a happy moment.
Did you catch the octopus?
Unfortunately, no, but I was very tempted to run on the rink and try and grab it.
Oh, there
Didn't
you
quite
go.
work out that way. I was sitting too far back.
Sitting too far back. Welcome to Mondo Frico. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm here with Dan, formerly of the Happy Moment podcast. Dan, how's it going tonight?
It's going great tonight. How are you?
Can I say formerly of the Happy Moment podcast?
Sure.
Okay. Sure. I didn't want to bring you down or anything.
Oh no. No, I'm retired now. You can say it.
Oh, okay. Happily retired from a Happy Moment podcast. But you can always go and go and check it out. So at the Happy Moment podcast, and here's the YouTube for it. And then also you can hit them up on Instagram if you want to. And it's available
100 episodes, and they're all there
on all podcast platforms. I think I was on there for at least one, right? Maybe two. I can't remember now.
Two.
There was two happy moments, perhaps.
Oh yeah, always a happy moment when Bob's on the show.
Oh, that's very nice of you, Dan. You're such a nice person. But Dan and I are going to talk tonight about the Beast of Bray Road. Now, I'm going to give you a choice point here, Dan. So,
okay.
I'm assuming you know a little bit about the Beast of Bray Road because we talked previously in emails, and you're like, "Hey, I think I'd like to talk about that." And I said, "Okay,
sure." Yeah.
But I can give you. So we do a quiz. I can give you the quiz first, or I can give you the quiz after I read a little bit of information about the Beast of Bray Road. Which would you rather do?
Why don't you go ahead and do a little bit of information first?
Okay. All right. He's going for the information. Information first, and then we'll do the quiz. How's that?
Perfect.
So the Beast of Bray Road is a legendary cryptid reported primarily in the rural areas near Elkhorn, Wisconsin, particularly along the quiet stretch of Bray Road. While sightings date back decades, the phenomenon gained a national attention in the late 1980s and early 1990s through the investigative work of journalist Linda Godfrey. Witnesses consistently describe a massive muscular creature standing between 6 and 7 feet tall, covered in thick gray or black fur, and possessing a face that resembles a wolf or a large dog. Unlike a typical canine, however, the entity is frequently observed walking upright on his hind legs or kneeling to eat, often displaying a chillingly humanoid physique and glowing yellowish-orange eyes. Unlike the classic folklore of a werewolf, which involves a human transformation under a full moon, the Beast of Bray Road is often categorized as a skunko-warken type creature or a relic prehistoric animal. Theories regarding its origin range from a misidentified large wolf to a bear to more fringe explanations involving interdimensional portals or occult activity within the nearby Kettle Moraine State Forest. Despite numerous reports and local scares, no physical evidence such as a carcass or DNA sample has ever been recovered to prove its existence. Nevertheless, the legend persists as a staple of American Midwest folklore, cementing the beast's reputation as one of the most terrifying and enduring mysteries of the Wisconsin countryside. Now, you probably knew a little bit about this, didn't you, Dan?
A little bit, yeah.
Have you ever been to Elkhorn?
But I actually first heard about the Beast of Bray Road through the movie that was released back in 2005.
Oh, I had no idea. There's a movie, the Beast of Bray Road movie?
Yeah, should check it out.
Oh my God, I will. I didn't even realize this. That's interesting. Yeah, I read some articles, but that's it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's streaming anywhere or not, but it's a good movie. It's pretty scary, actually.
All right, now I have to look this up now while we're talking. This is something new. I didn't realize there was a beast. I mean, I'm sure that there's something on it like a documentary, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, this is a fiction movie.
A Beast of Bray Road, 2005. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yep, and it's most definitely a horror movie.
Werewolf sightings in Walworth County, Wisconsin, lead a sheriff to investigate a series of deaths caused by a creature with human and wolf DNA. Oh, it's on Tubi.
Oh, sweet.
So you can say on Tubi. That's a freebie, right?
Yeah.
Wow. See, I didn't even know this existed. So I knew about the Beast of Bray Road for quite some time, but I didn't realize that that there was a movie. I will have to check.
I should have told you about it.
Yeah. Now this will be my weekend watch now. I'm going to have to watch this one. So what drew you to be interested in that? The movie itself, or was there other connections?
Well, the movie itself was interesting, but I've also heard a little bit about it through another podcast.
Mm-hmm. You can say what it was. What's the podcast?
On Wednesdays we talk weird.
Okay, but what's the podcast?
That's the podcast. On Wednesdays we talk weird.
I know. I'm joking. Yeah.
On Wednesdays we talk weird, hosted by Ashley Hilt.
Oh, great! And so, were you part of the show, or were we just listening?
Just listening.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure because you are. Well, I don't. It's a good question now. So, I read the little blurb there that I, from my research, but I guess Wisconsin. Did folks up north consider themselves all part of the Midwest as well? In Wisconsin and Michigan and everything? Okay.
Yeah, that's all considered the Midwest region.
Okay.
Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota.
Yeah, I never really thought about that. For some reason, because I'm from St. Louis, and so I always think of the Midwest as just around here. And then whenever you go further north, I just thought it was further north. I didn't think about it being the Midwest still. So yeah, I guess it's all part of the. I guess that's all part of the Midwest then. But then, if you get down to Arkansas, though, that's not the Midwest anymore.
No, to us, that's the South.
That's the South, right? Pretty much about an hour or hour and a half past St. Louis, it's the South.
Okay.
You don't even have to get out of Missouri. I mean, and everybody's voices, everybody's accent changes quite drastically as you get down there. And yeah, and so then you're in the South. My giveaway for knowing you're in the South is if anybody asks you if you want sweet tea. Because in St. Louis, people don't ask you that question. But as soon as you get past Cape Girardeau, that's what do you want to drink? Do you want some sweet tea? It's like, no, I don't want any sweet tea.
So then you've broken. Yeah, that's not really used in the Midwest either.
No, exactly. So you were in Michigan somewhere, and so the Beast of Bray Road, maybe, did you hear about it as a kid or no?
No, I didn't hear about it until I saw the movie.
Until you saw the movie? So not until after 2005 then, at least.
Yeah. So not until I was an adult. Yeah. See,
because I remember it you're younger than I am, but I remember it in the 90s, because that's when I think a lot of the articles were written. From the journalist that I mentioned, which I blanked on her name already, Linda Godfrey.
Yes.
Was I think sometime in the mid to late 90s. And there was a lot of activity and a lot of articles written about the Beast back then. But before we get into what we think the Beast is, would you like to take the quiz?
Let's go for it.
Quiz.
Let me find my quiz. Here we go. There, you should be able to see, kind of see the screen. It's probably too small, but I will read out the questions for you. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right, here's the first question. We got 5 questions, right? So we want you to get at least 3 of them right. to win. But if you don't, it's okay. It's not like you're going to get a prize or anything. But the first question, yeah, I'm sorry. Well, if you happen to be in St. Louis, I will take you out to lunch, but only if you win the quiz.
Okay, I will do my best.
I'll get you some thin crust pizza.
Pineapple and black olives, please.
No pineapple. What are you? Come on, Dan. Come on. Did you know pineapple pizza was invented in Canada? Oh.
No, I did not.
Yeah, apparently it was some kind of psyop. The number one, in which U.S. state have the majority of sightings of the Beast of Bray Road occurred? I will give you the 4 choices. If you would like a hint, I will give it to you. A, Wisconsin. B, the state of utter denial. C, Michigan. D, Ohio. And remember, I can give you a hint if you want one.
I will say a Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Oh, wait, that's the wrong button. Oh, there we go. We got it right. I hit the wrong button again. Sorry about that, Dan. I'll get it right here. It was right. The legend is centered in Elkhorn and Walworth County within the Midwestern state of Wisconsin. Very good. You got one right. On to number 2. Who was the journalist credited with bringing the Beast to national attention in it's the early 90s, not late 90s. Early 90s. Linda Godfrey, Geraldo Rivera, the local dry cleaner making a fortune on fright-induced laundry, or Art Bell?
I'm going to say a Linda Godfrey.
Linda Godfrey is right. She was a local reporter who turned eyewitness counts into a foundational piece of modern cryptozoology. You're doing great. Two, right? I think you're going to win this, Dan.
I think so too.
I'm glad you're.
I'm feeling good about it.
Yeah, you should feel good. Which of these peculiar behaviors have been frequently reported by witnesses of the creature? A, aggressive, literate judgment of your library books. B, kneeling to eat roadkill while holding it in its paws. C, dancing to 1980s synth pop in the forest. Or D, teleporting into the back seats of parked cars.
I'm going to say B, kneeling to eat roadkill.
Oh, you're right again. You're going to sweep this. That's right. Witnesses describe the creature using its front limbs with a humanoid dexterity that regular wolves don't have. All right. So you've already won. You're already 3 for 5. So you're already a winner. But let's just go through these last 2 questions.
Okay.
You've already won that Emo's Lunch Special, which is a 8-inch thin crust, 1-topping pizza, a salad, and a drink.
Okay. Am I going for the breadsticks
make it
now?
down to St. Louis. All right. The name Shunka Warakan is often used to describe this type of cryptid. What does it actually translate to? A, carries off dogs. B, shadow that bites. C, my dog is definitely not on a leash anymore. Or D, spirit of the tall grass. Shunka Warakan.
This one's making me think.
I got a hint if you want it.
Is there a penalty for taking the hint?
Nope, no penalty.
I'll take the hint.
The name highlights the creature's habit of stealing pets or livestock from camps.
How about A, carries off dogs?
Carry off dogs is right. The name comes from the Lowe language and describes a wolf-like animal that preys on domestic canines. Wow, you're sweeping. You're sweeping. Last one here. What was the witness Mark Shackleman doing in 1936 when he saw the creature at St. Coletta's? A, working as a night watchman at a local convent. B, aggressively regretting his career choices. C, testing a prototype werewolf-proof fence. Or D, selling vacuum cleaners door to door in a storm. I have a hint.
I'll take the hint.
Taking the hint. He was patrolling the grounds of a Catholic institution.
I'm going to have to go with A.
There you go. That's right. He's working as night watchman at the convent. Shackleman was on duty when he saw the creature twice, once appearing to pray or talk in a strange language. Wow, that's a weird one. Look at that, 5 for 5, 100%. Got nothing wrong. That's Dan having his happy moment here on Mondo Frico.
Yeah, was there ever any doubt?
That's true. Was there ever any doubt? Let's hear a word from someone, and then we'll come right back.
Mondo Frico.
Mondo Frico.
Mondo Frico.
Actually, that was 6 words. And here we got one more thing.
Hi, I'm Robert from State of the Unknown podcast. You're listening to Mondo Freako.
Hi, Robert. Thanks for doing that for us. So, Dan, you obviously know a little bit about the Beast of Bray Road, and you saw this movie, which I'm going to have to watch over the weekend now, because folks don't know, but Dan and I watched. Oh golly, I thought I was gonna have it right there on my tongue. What was the stop motion movie we watched and we talked about?
It was called The Primevals.
Primevals. Oh, thank you. I just lost it. I was thinking about it, and then whenever I started talking, I lost it. Primevals. So I'll have to watch this one now too. Your recommendation was to watch Primevals, and we ended up talking about it on Happy Moment. But so what's your take on this beast? What do you think it is? I mean, more than one person has seen this. It is not everywhere. It only seems to be in this one area. So what's your thoughts?
Well, given the Wisconsin's close proximity to Michigan, I almost wonder if it could be like a dogman type creature.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of popular around here.
That's true. The Michigan dogman is a whole other thing, right?
So this creature could have easily migrated from Bray Road over into Michigan.
Yeah. Do you think so? Like everybody always has this debate, right, about Bigfoot. Maybe not so much now, but it used to be that they would say, there can't be just one Bigfoot, right? So do you think that there's like a whole bunch of dogmen, and then this one just happens to be on Bray Road a lot, and so therefore that's how he got called that? Or
yeah, that's a good question. I guess I never really considered that. I don't know. That's tough. That's tough. I'm kind of leaning towards no. I don't think there's a whole colony out there.
You don't think there's like a whole breeding population of dog people?
I mean, there could be, but like just because like they're not as prevalent as Bigfoot,
right? Well, maybe there's just less of them.
Yeah, it could be,
or they're more shy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess there probably are multiples out there, but at the same time, I think it's also been a while since there's been any kind of sighting too.
Well, that's a good question. I should ask the crystal ball here. When was the last sighting? Right?
Yeah.
Let me do that while we. I'll just do it for Beast of Bray Road since we're talking specifically about that.
Yeah.
We have all knowledge at our fingertips here, so we might as well utilize it, right?
So do you want me?
Oh, go ahead. What?
I was just gonna say, do you want me to tell you what it was in the movie, or would that be a spoiler?
Not yet, but we can talk about the spoiler. So, the golden age was in the late 1980s, early 1990s. The most notable recent report of a large upright walking hair-covered canine in Walworth County was in 2018 and 2020. These sightings occurred in nearby areas of Spring Prairie and Lyons, suggesting that if the beast is still out there, it might be expanding its territory beyond the 17-mile stretch of Bray Road. Since the 2020 report, there haven't been any widely publicized or credible new sightings. So 2020, I mean, that's 6 years ago.
Yeah, I guess that's fairly recent.
That's recent. I mean, yeah, at least it's in this decade, right? So
yeah. And like if the first sighting was what, in like 1936, I mean, that's,
right. Yeah, at least, yeah, that's the one that's been noted. Yeah.
So chances are there's probably at least a family out there.
Could be. Let me see what the first sighting of the Beast of Bray Road was. My typing skills need to get better. I'm trying to type. So the first sighting of the Beast of Bray Road was that one that we talked about in 1936, the nunnery watchman.
Okay.
So that's the first documented sighting was 1936. So 1936 to 2020. So I mean, that's, we're getting at 86 years. So my guess is that it's not the same one.
Probably not. It's probably a safe bet.
Average life expectancy of a dog is, an old dog is 18 to 20 years. So how old do you think wolves get?
Probably about the same, I'd imagine.
Think so? Don't think it's less?
Wolf, I'd say like 12 to 15 years.
12 to 15? Let's see what it says. In the wild, average lifespan of a gray wolf, 6 and 8 years in the wild, and 12 to 15 years in captivity.
Oh, okay.
Wow. That's kind of bleak. 6 to 8 years. Now, the weird thing is, I didn't see the Beast of Bray Road, but in my yard, my wife saw a wolf. I did not get to see it, but there was a wolf in my backyard. I live kind of in a rural area, so there was a wolf in my backyard, according to my wife, and I have seen a wolf ran across the road in front of me while I was driving through the country. And so I know that there are wolves in our area, but I've never had anything like what they're talking about with, any kind of human characteristics. And wolves are big, they're kind of scary looking when you catch them. They're bigger than your average dog typically. So
yeah. What do you think you would do if you saw one in your yard? Not a wolf, but like a wolf with like human like qualities.
Like the Dogman Bray Road thing.
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty freaky. I don't know what I would do. I mean, I'd probably do what I always do, which is freeze and then and then get out of there, because that seems to be my MO. I'm like, I don't want to be any part of this. I don't know. I think that would be really quite scary. Now, the question becomes, do I think that it is real and could happen? And I think it could. I think this could actually be, there's some cryptids that are so outlandish that they're just not real. Right? It's folklore, it's stories, it's, things like that. Much like Bigfoot, Sasquatch, or whatever, I think that those are something. And I think maybe this has, because of the, like Michigan Dogman, and there are dogmen in other parts of the country. Let's see, how many, where all have sightings of Dogman been in the USA? We'll see what it says.
Yeah, I've never actually looked at a map to see where sightings were.
So it looks like in the Midwest and Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio, there have been sightings in Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, and Missouri, Oregon, Pennsylvania, and Maryland. And there have been urban sightings of dogmen in Chicago, Cincinnati, and even in New York City, in the perimeters of Central Park. So everywhere.
Yeah, that's a pretty wide range.
That is a pretty wide range. Who knows? Maybe my AI is hallucinating, which is another weird thing that happens. But yeah, I mean, you've heard of them in many different places, and so I would think that it certainly has more potential than other things, I'm trying to think of a cryptid that is kind of one of those ones that's just not as likely. I'll tell you I did a thing recently on the Jersey Devil, and the Jersey Devil is a pretty wild looking creature. And so far, I think there's only the Jersey Devil has only been seen in New Jersey.
Oh,
and it's not been seen in other places. And so that one, and it's like a horse head with bat wings, and it's kind of an amalgam. Or there's a thing called a snallygaster. It's kind of an amalgam animal cryptid. And I think those kind of things are a little more typical of, let's make up a story to scare the kids to keep them out of harm's way, keep them out of the woods and what have you.
Sure. Like there's what's that? I'm trying to think of what it's called. There's one. It's like a giant fish that slides down a hill or something.
Oh right, yeah, the slide rock bolter.
I
actually did a show on that too. Yeah, that one it's like a whale that is in Colorado that slides down the hill and then up the other hill. Slide rock bolter. Yeah, that one's just too crazy, right?
Yeah.
But I think the Bray Road, the Beast of Bray Road, or the Dogman has the potential to actually be real.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't think that. Well, do you think that they're? Like alien, or do you think that they're an animal?
I think probably animal.
Yeah, I think so too. Even though it has human tendencies, I think it may be just some kind of weird offshoot that has not, ran its course yet.
Yeah, I think that's most plausible based on everything I've heard about it.
Yeah. Because there's just there's not as many sightings as Bigfoot, but there's certainly a lot of sightings apparently, and it seems to fit kind of if you think back to, they don't mention this, but if you think back into the Egyptian times when they had all these different hieroglyphs that portrayed, Anubis was a dog man.
Yeah.
Right. And he was the ruler of the underworld to the Egyptians, I believe. And then they had the bird, the bird head people and these other people. So, I mean, everybody just writes it off as fantasy, right? They're just making this stuff up. But I always err on the side that those people were, in that time period, were just as smart as we are. It's just they didn't have the things that they didn't get the step up that we have because of technology and so forth. And so it wasn't as if they're all a bunch of idiots that were living back then and just like, well, I saw a Birdman head or something. I think they were just as intelligent for their time period. They just didn't have the exposure to the breadth of information that we have. It's just like anybody. It amazes me because people will talk like that, but then the reality is if you have a topic area that you don't know much about and somebody tells you about it, then all of a sudden a whole world can open up for you and you can understand it. Whereas before you had no clue, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's not because you're not intelligent, it's just because that information was never available.
Yeah.
To you.
I feel like back like in the days of ancient Egypt, I feel like I don't know, I think those are more likely to be more alien than like of this planet.
That opens up the dog man though. Maybe he's just coming back.
That's true.
And Bigfoot as well. Could be. If
only we had a time machine.
Well, then there'd be no mystery to the world, would there? You just go, it'd be like having Google where we just type things in and get an answer. We go, okay, let's go. Come on, Dan, let's go take a look. that'll be here's social media of the future is people zipping in and out of time, shooting little holographic things to bring back to their time. Look, there was dinosaurs. I was there. You know?
Yeah, great. That's all we need is a bunch of influencers going back in time and messing up the timeline.
That's right. That's right. That's what's going to happen. I got a real actual Bitcoin. They actually you can buy a real Bitcoin, but it's not worth a Bitcoin. But anyway, but no, it's very interesting. Now, would you be up to go like stake out Bray Road and hope you see him?
Like by myself?
Well, or I mean, you could have somebody. I don't know. Either
by
or,
myself. Yeah, by myself, no. Maybe with a decent sized group of people.
Well, you couldn't have too many because everybody. If you get more than like 3 people, they're too noisy. Any group, with more than 3 people, is just chaos. Don't you think?
That's true, but what if it's like a group of ninjas or something? They're stealthy.
Well, yeah, I suppose if they were highly trained people, then you'd have something there. But I think regular people get to be too, where's the Slim Jims? And then they start talking, and then didn't we bring anything to drink? And it gets to be chaos in everything happening there.
I mean, I would do it with a group of 3 or 4 people if they were people that I could trust to not wander off alone in the middle of the night.
Well, you never know. Now, the interesting thing is there's a guy, farmer who lives on Bray Road who's actually got pictures of the Beast of Bray Road.
Oh.
Let me see if I can find those. And he's been there for a while, and I saw him on something, and he did not believe it. And then something happened. Oh, there's so many fake pictures. I got to find the one for that guy. Because there's everybody, AI now. Everybody makes their own Bray Road Beast thing. I know I seen him. He was on a show, and
recently
showed him. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. It might have been on the Discovery Channel. Oh, there's just so much kerfluff out here that you can't. You can't find them now, unfortunately. There's a really blurry one.
So was it like a bad encounter? Did it come after him?
Oh, I got a beast here. I don't know if you hear dogs barking. No, it wasn't. He set up a like a game cam, and he was able to capture some images in the distance because he owns the farm on Bray Road, and so he was able to capture some stuff. I can't find any though. There's just too much AI generated garbage now when you search for it. Darn. And maybe he doesn't put his up because he wants to sell them or something.
No, maybe.
Yeah. But here we can put up here, I'll share this picture. This may prompt something from you. There's one right there, because that's from the movie. Guy's got like a machine gun. Goodness. There's a blurry one from the movie there. So what happened? Who's the beast in the movie?
Well, so in the movie, and this kind of a spoiler, but so in the movie, it's kind of depicted as more of a werewolf type creature.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's a human, and then it turns into this creature at night. So if the move, I don't know like what the movie is based off of, but if they're basing the movie off of like some real encounter or something, then I'm more likely to believe that the creature maybe isn't necessarily part of like a colony, because you think of a werewolf, you think like, just like an isolated creature kind of.
Right.
So maybe since like 1936, it's been passing its curse down,
Oh, gotcha. It's
just
more
like
of a
one or two
werewolf
people at a time.
werewolf. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's hard to say for sure. One of the stories that I heard about it was, I think this was in like maybe the 80s or early 90s, about a woman that was driving down the road, and I think she hit one, and she didn't know what it was, obviously, and she stopped her car, and this creature, it got up and it charged after the car, and like tries getting out of there, and it's running after her, and I think there were actually like claw marks on her car from where it latched on.
Oh yeah.
So that, I don't know, just when I heard that story, that was kind of chilling. That
would freak you out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, like, because what else would do that? Not any like normal animal.
Yeah, maybe. Well, a big dog might do that. I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't know.
That's true. So I don't think we've come to any conclusions tonight on the Beast of Bray Road. I would lean towards it's some type of animal, maybe over the other more fantastical things.
Sure.
So are you there too, or where are you at with your thoughts?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, this is kind of a tough one, because like, I feel like there's multiple possibilities here, just because they, it happened to be spotted like in Wisconsin by Bray Road, so that's what it's known as now. But could be Dogman, could be some kind of Bigfoot. It's just hard to say for sure. I think it probably is something real. What exactly, I don't know.
There you go. I guess we're not going to crack this nut tonight, but some interesting discussion on it, and also Dan won the quiz. So
yes, I'll be coming for that pizza.
There you go. There's your quiz. There's your quiz. Here, one more second. We'll be back in just a minute to wrap up. And but hold on.
This is Jonathan.
And this is Heaven from the Opa Ghost podcast.
And you're listening to Mondo Frico.
Toodles.
Toodles. Well, thanks everybody for listening and watching. And thank you, Dan. And if you want to check out a Happy Moment podcast, you certainly can. It's still available. It's out in the world still. There's a YouTube page for it. Or you can go and find it on Instagram. And it's available on all podcast platforms. So Dan, whenever you go out tonight, watch out. There could be a dog man or the beast of Maple Street or wherever you live hanging around.
Well, I'm not going outside, so I'm going to keep my doors locked, pull the shades down, and if I hear any scratching at the door, I'm just going to ignore it.
There you go. Ignore that scratching. So hang on a second, Dan. I'm going to play some music out, and we'll see you all next time.